Hello internet, and once again welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. As always, my name's Jack Finch, and today we're going to be multiplying our power level by at least 20 as we take a look at 10 scary Goku Rage moments. Before we jump on it, if you haven't already, make sure to check out Kelly's Avengers Fan Theories Part 2. It's awesome as usual. If you enjoyed this video or just Top 10 Nerd in general, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe bell flown below. Kicking us off at number 10, Kamehameha vs Gallick gun. During the Vegeta saga, we were quickly accustomed to Vegeta's signature energy blast, the Gallick gun, where once he's gathered enough ki, he could pretty much destroy large planets at will with enough gumption to back it up. While in his first desert showdown against Goku, the battle begins with some serious shade throwing, with Vegeta implying that Goku was merely a low-class warrior and should be honored to spar with an elite Saiyan warrior such as him.
Attack if you can! But know that if you do, your precious little planet will be gone!
Their fight is pretty evenly matched until they up the ante and Vegeta ends up flying into the air and unleashing his Gallick gun directly at Goku and the Earth. Goku responds by going pure rage mode and charging up his Kaioken to ×4 while holding out a devastating Kamehameha. Next up at number 9, Goku almost killing his own son. This seems to be a theme in Dragon Ball lists. I mean, you could say that Goku perfectly had reason for this, but still, it's kind of messed up. During the Perfect Cell saga, as things are heating up and reaching their climax with Vegeta, Trunks and the gang, Goku and Gohan are happily chilling away in the hyperbolic time chamber. Well, little did they know, but Goku had already come to the realization that Gohan would be the only one capable to later defeat Cell. The only way to do that would be to fight him at full power. Essentially, Goku fired a fully charged Kamehameha at his own son in the off chance that it induced enough rage to flick the Super Saiyan switch. I mean, it worked, but dude, come on. Swinging in at number 8, Goku kills King Piccolo. There are few villains in the series that deserve death as much as this guy. Simply put, King Piccolo was a douchebag who massacred the majority of humankind back in the good old days of Dragon Ball. Well, after he'd orchestrated the deaths of Krillin and Master Roshi, you could say that he'd riled Goku up quite a fair bit. After the showdown with most of his limbs broken, Goku managed to fire up a Kamehameha with his good hand and use its power to launch himself at the big green baddie. The result? Well, the first time Goku had actually willingly killed someone. This was one of the times that Goku was truly angry at his enemy, so much so that he punched a hole straight through his chest. And next up at number 7, the Great Ape. Back when Saiyans were still swinging their tails, Goku had the relatively insane ability to turn into a great ape at the sight of a full moon. So vast was this power that the Saiyan race were able to completely dominate the planet Vegeta. The transformation multiplies a Saiyan's power by 10-fold at least and would be the most powerful transformation in the Dragon Ball series at the time. Wow, we're also forgetting the fact that Goku accidentally turned into the Great Ape once and straight up murdered Grandpa Gohan back in the original Dragon Ball.
I think I'm finally beginning to understand.
We still remember, Goku. We still remember.
I will remember you.
And coming in at number 6, Majin Vegeta. Back in the Babidi saga, things got a little messed up between Goku and Vegeta. Forever envious of Goku's power, Vegeta starts acting like a brat before he's magically taken control of by Babidi and transformed into Majin Vegeta. They quickly swing back over to the ongoing World Tournament arena when Majin Vegeta takes things up another level and starts mercilessly killing innocent people one after another in a process to convince Goku to fight him. Everyone's horrified, Bulma faints, and Goku's patience shortly comes to an end. At Goku's request, the pair metaphorically step outside for a quick chat and throw down in the desert plain when Goku gets to the end of his tether and uses Super Saiyan 2. Job done. And coming in at number 5, father-son Kamehameha. One of the most iconic moments in the whole franchise, and while technically not a purely Goku moment, it's still pretty damn awesome. In episode 26 of the Cell Game saga, things are looking pretty damn bleak for planet Earth, with Cell wreaking havoc against the Z Fighters. Well, this riles Goku up so much that he decides to intervene, even though he's technically dead.
Release it, Gohan! Release everything! Remember all the pain he's caused, the people he's hurt. Now make that your power!
He convinces Gohan to throw all of his remaining ki into his Kamehameha wave as the angry spirit of Goku appears behind him, screaming "now," unleashing enough combined power into the attack that every cell in Cell's body is completely vaporized, making it impossible for regeneration. That's the end. Next up at number 4, Spirit Bomb absorbed. Yeah, okay, technically this is an entry specific to the movies, but it still holds true. In Super Android 13, the 7th Dragon Ball Z movie, the Z Fighters are getting proverbially pounded by Dr. Gero's androids when they finally gain some advantage, only to find the components of their defeated enemies fly into one great big transformation of Super Android 13. Goku's had enough. He prepares a Spirit Bomb, transforms into a Super Saiyan, and then absorbs the finished bomb's energy into his body. What do we even call that? The technique doesn't even actually have a name. Spirit Bomb Saiyan? Spirit Bomb absorbed? Well, anyway, Goku ends up punching a hole through Super Android 13's chest, saving the day and putting an end to Dr. Gero's supercomputer for good. That old chest punching thing, he does that quite a lot, doesn't he? Flying in at number 3, KEFLAS Kamehameha. There's not even much I can say about this point without just letting it speak for itself. Considered one of the most disrespectful moves in the whole franchise, Goku delivered some serious energy wave shade to the powerful Potara fusion of Caulifla and Kale. The result, a point blank range, imperfect instinct Kamehameha. Not much more that I can say, just roll the clip. And bringing us in at number 2, Golden Great Ape. Yeah, it's Dragon Ball GT, but it finally gets a look in on this list. Goku's already killed Grandpa Gohan while in the blind rage of the regular Great Ape transformation, but this one takes the cake. Even at the height of his considerable power, Goku had a pretty impossible time trying to control himself while in the Golden Great Ape state, and we held witness to its pure destructive power. The form is achieved by Goku in the 1997 Dr. Slump remake while already in Great Ape form, and then powering into Super Saiyan. He's also briefly seen as a Super Saiyan / Great Ape hybrid during the transformation. Well, Vegeta mentions that the original Super Saiyan had an overwhelming lust for destruction, and that the Golden Great Ape was the legendary Super Saiyan referred to in Dragon Ball Z, with the GT Perfect file stating that there was a form where even Goku became extremely violent. This brutal, destructive power was a sign of the Saiyan's legendary love for destruction and slaughter, and that the Golden Great Ape, the Golden Uzaru, was the perfect form of the Saiyan's rage. And finally, at our top spot for this list, number 1, Goku's first Super Saiyan. The first appearance of Goku Super Saiyan is one of the most iconic moments in the entire franchise, which would later still feature regularly in Dragon Ball Super, although Goku at this point has far surpassed the power level of the initial Super Saiyan. In Transformed at Last, the 21st episode in the Frieza saga, Frieza uses the Death Psycho Bomb to kill Goku's BFF, Krillin. After barely surviving the attack himself, Goku's on a short fuse to say the least, and he's really angry. Well, Goku's rage erupts, and for the first time in the franchise, he undergoes a strange transformation. The first Super Saiyan in 1,000 years, canonically. And then he beats Frieza to a pulp, but then ends up saving his life as well. Anyway, that's all we've got time for today, guys. What do you think? Let us know in the comment box down below. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up. If you'd like to continue your Dragon Ball binge, then feel free to hit the playlist shortly floating above. As always, I've been your host, Jack Finch. You've been watching Top 10 Nerds, and until next time, you take it easy.